Hey fam, what's up? Robert Anton, robertanton.com. So you want to be a singer? Why you want to do that? I'm just back from Florida. I had to go down for a little vacation because, oh man, for one, there was a big sale on JetBlue, and I copped that real quick, you know. Also, Fort Lauderdale is one of my favorite vacation spots. And also, I wanted to do some riding by the beach. I thought that would be very inspirational and just be able to relax and get some ideas together for 2 or 3 upcoming projects that I have this year. So that's what I did. And I'm going to call this segment accountability. Now, what does accountability mean exactly? I found the perfect definition that's plain and simple on dictionary.com. It's not the first definition, but it is responsibility to someone or for some activity. Responsibility to someone or for some activity. And the way I think of accountability is basically, you know, I do this in State Your Purpose. You tell people what you plan to do, and then you kind of have something to work for or towards. But not only do you have something to work for or towards, but you also have people behind you who are checking up on you, who are asking you about how far you've gotten, who are pushing you, and not in a negative sense, but in a positive sense. They're pushing you and sometimes pulling you to achieve what you planned in your mind and in setting up what you need to do, what you planned in your day. And how does this come up for me? Well, you know, I originally booked the trip because, I mean, it's kind of dead for me in January with my day job performing with corporate events and whatnot. So I got this JetBlue fare that was really cheap, and I decided to take the first week of January or within that time. But as I was thinking about it, I was thinking, wow, you know, I generally only party in the evenings anyway, so I should really like make this into a little bit of a writing retreat. And so I kind of compiled all my stuff, and I left one of my lyric books behind, and so that I didn't get to work on some stuff. But the stuff that I remembered and the stuff that I did take with me, I worked on. I had homework for a new business class I'm taking. I had to work on a new bio, but then I had several songs that I have little clips and ideas for recorded, and some things written down, a piece of lyric here, a piece of lyric there. And I thought, you know, if I could get some of this stuff even rolling, it would be a big thing. And I told people, you know, this. They said, oh, where are you going down to Florida for? And I said, kind of a working vacation. I said, oh, what are you going to work on? And so I told them, you know, I'm trying to work on a few ideas that I have for project for the coming year. And they were like, oh, that sounds great. Okay. So what ended up happening was, while I was there, I would get little calls every now and then from people, from good friends, and they would say, how's it coming? And I would be like, oh, it's coming okay. Why? Have you done anything? What do you mean? You're supposed to be down there working. I know you're partying, you know, my friends. I know you're partying. But what are you getting done? And I could say, well, you know, I did so and so and so, and I started this, and this happened, and I did that, and that. No, this is my phone, and I have to answer it, so I'll be back. Okay, where was I? I don't want to keep this too long. Got him a business call, so I had to get back. So while I was down there, you know, I mean, there were people who were pulling for me. They were like, you know, they really wanted to see me get things done. And it really helped to me, you know, to focus. And, you know, I was focused anyway. But, you know, it just helped. They were interested in what was going on, and they wanted to see if I was on my job and stuff like that. And they really wanted to help me to make sure that I was going. You know, when I first got there, the first night there, well, not the first night, but the next morning when I woke up, you know, I was up very early, and I immediately started working. First thing I did was my business summary for my business, and I'm taking a business class, so I did that right away, and I finished that. I finished the whole thing, wrote all the way through, and went back and edited it and all that good stuff, so I had to come home and type it up. But, I mean, I started in immediately, and the first day, you know, I went through some things, I wrote down things, I worked on some things. You know, I finished a little piece of this, I started on that, I started on this. So over the period of the days, I did just a little bit every day, and I planned to write maybe 2 hours a day, which I did, a minimum of 2 hours a day. And it really helped, though. And with the accountability thing, you know, friends and family check up on you, and you're reminded constantly of what you plan to do. You know, and sometimes we forget, you know, if you don't write it down or whatnot, we forget that we had planned to do so and so and so and so and so and so and so forth. So I think it's really a help. And sometimes people get on your nerves because they will really be on top of you, like they're your boss or something. But, I find working for myself that a lot of times it does help to have other people who are in this industry and other people that I know that love and care about me and want to see me succeed every day. It really helps to have them saying, well, what'd you do and why didn't you do this? And and sometimes I just have to say this, listen, I'm going through something, just give me a minute. But, most of the times it's a very loving and affirming thing. And I believe my friends do the same thing to me. They tell me what they plan to do. And I do. I call up and I want to know what's going on. And, part of it is being nosy. But a lot of it is just wanting to know where they are and where they're going. And I realize that when I talk things out with people, you can think all you want. But a lot of times when you actually talk about your hopes and your dreams and your fears, just speaking them actually puts them into existence and helps you just to work it out, because you can work it out in your mind, but a lot of times it helps to be able to talk about things with people, and they ask you poignant questions and things, and it just helps for you to get your focus, to be able to answer those questions for them. And, for someone, something may be totally, to you, may make total sense, but when you explain to somebody, they don't understand. So that means you have to go back and you have to make it clearer for them, which in turn will make it clear for yourself. And that's all a part of accountability. So the whole weekend I made an effort to do what I planned to do, and I did. I didn't finish everything because I did leave a book behind, and I had some issues with my song idea clips that were in my iTunes and my new phone. But I got a lot done, and I got a lot of things that I know that I need to work on. And accountability, people. Most business classes, most success books, most people who are successful or have been successful in their business and in life will tell you that it's a big help. It's never a hindrance. It's always a help. It's always something to help you along. And I think with YouTube, it's another thing. You have people asking you about what you're doing, people affirming you, people saying, oh, that wasn't so good, or, I like that, but I think it's better when you do this, or, I love that song, I love the way you did it, but that one was even better, or it looks like you're not feeling well today. All those things help you to be not only a better performer, a better person, more business minded, but it helps you to be more social. And as an artist, being social is a part of what you need to learn. It really is, because you have to be a salesperson, you have to be a performer, you have to be a friend a lot of times, and you don't even realize that your fans are looking for something, or they see something in you that they want, and they are actively a lot of times seeking out that. They want to pick your brain, and they want to find out, well, how did you get this thing? Because that's what I've been trying to get all my life. And they're not just young people. Sometimes older people who are 60, 70 years old will say, oh, I really like it, and I wish I would have, back then. So I want to see you succeed. We want to see you succeed. And just succeed. And I may have gone on too long, so I'll have to edit this, which I hate doing. I hate editing these thoughts and things, but I don't want it to be too long. Thank you again and again and again, just for being here and just for being you. Take care.